We will be going to Owen Reedy in just a second, but first of all, we are going to tomorrow's protest against water charges, which are still on the agenda. And Patricia O'Leary is on the line. Patricia, good morning.
Hello, Declan. Good morning. How are you?
Good morning to you. Thanks for joining us this morning. Another Right2Water protest taking place. The political parties seem to be in disarray in the Dáil. We never know what they say, but most of them say they don't want the regime to continue. In a way, you've won. So what's the purpose of tomorrow's marches?
Well, the purpose is, while they have suspended water charges, they haven't abolished them yet. So we still need to keep up the pressure and drive it home to the politicians that we're not happy with suspension. We didn't elect 90 TDs or over into the Dáil in the last general election for the purpose of suspending water charges. They were elected on a mandate to abolish water charges, and until that is done and completed, done and dusted, we are going to keep our feet on the street. We are going to keep fighting this. It is so important to ensure and protect our water. It's our water. It belongs to the people of Ireland. We have paid for it through progressive central taxation up until this point for years, and we're not going to pay for it twice.
And what about wasting it? Should we have the freedom then to just leave the taps on all the time? Because after all, we paid for it, so we can just run it down into the sink, and there's nobody to come back to us.
People don't waste water. Studies have shown that water metering does not conserve water. In fact, the Irish people use 20% less water consumption than our UK counterparts.
But shouldn't there be a break, though? Shouldn't there be a break on it somewhere? That people who, and I'll take your point and say, the majority of people don't waste water, but for those who do, there surely should be some comeback to them to say, hold on a second, it's an expensive thing to generate. It's out of our own taxes. It's costing us money out of our taxes to get this water, and you're wasting it. We surely should have some comeback on them.
Well, I think we really do need to introduce probably a programme of education, and to start at a very young age, and to educate the young people coming up through the schools in all matters of littering and conservation of water and so on and so forth. All these things are very, very good and important for the environment, not just water. Young people are very open to it, very accepting of it, and very progressive in their attention.
But there'll be no value unless there is a penalty,
I don't necessarily go with that. I do think people are very open to conserving water, and would definitely be prepared to enter and engage with programmes that would help to conserve water. After all, the domestic user, it's shown, uses only 10% of the entire water consumption. 90% is actually used through business and agricultural. So, how much are we talking about? But having said that, it is important that people don't waste water, and that message should be got out there, yeah.
Yeah, so the money that will be there to purify the water, to gather the water, to look after the infrastructure, the pipes that definitely need to be done, all the money from our taxes that are going to that, to do all that, will have to be diverted away from the health service, from the homeless, from other things that are necessary. Do you think that's acceptable?
Well, it is estimated that Irish Water will spend somewhere in the region of 2.6 billion on the installation, maintaining and the administration and replacing of water meters over the next 5 years. That's something that we don't need if it's proven that water meters don't actually conserve water. That's an absolute total waste of money. That money, in fact, could be diverted into our much-needed health services and all other services that are required. So I don't really accept that argument, Declan, to be honest with you.
Okay. So you're Patricia O'Leary from Wicklow Right2Water. So tell us about your meeting up and where you are going and how you're getting there and what happened.
Well, there is a group of people meeting at the Dart station in Bray at 12:30 tomorrow. Other people from various points are mostly getting the Dart in or buses in. There's 3 meeting points. There is Connolly Station, Houston Station, and Sir Roger's Quay at 2 o'clock, and the march will begin from there. I think up to Stephen's Green.
Right.
So we are encouraging everybody to get out on the street, even those who have never got out on the street before. Get out on the street now. We have to drive this home. We're not going away. We're going to keep our feet on the street until this issue is dealt with once and for all. Even Fianna Fáil now are beginning to come around to our way of thinking.
Yeah, but for the moment, they probably change their mind now next month or so. They keep changing things.
They do, but we live in hope.
And Sinn Féin are going to put in the Dáil a private member's bill to abolish Irish water anyway. So you'll be urging Wicklow politicians. I don't think you'll have much luck now with the 2 ministers, Andrew Doyle and Simon Harris, but you might with the others.
Up against it.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens with that. Anyway, tomorrow is the march, and you'll be there, and your colleagues as well.
Absolutely. Encourage everybody to get out and join us.
Very good. Nice to talk to you, Patricia. Thanks very much indeed.
Good morning.
Take care now. Bye-bye. Patricia O'Leary there from Wicklow, Right2Water. Our text here is 087 77 11 103. You can have your say on that. In fact, you can ring straight into the studio on 0818 303 103.